Ann Coulter on Afterwards on C-SPAN Radio. She's an author and political commentator discussing her book, Guilty, Liberal Victims and Their Assault on America. She's being interviewed by Michelle Easton, president of the Claire Booth Luce Policy Institute.
Another thing you wrote about that a lot of people commented on was that Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, and George Bush are at greater risk of assassination than Barack Obama.
Right.
How so?
That's a fun little part of the book. In the last chapter, I point out, I wouldn't have mentioned it if they hadn't brought it up so much, but throughout the campaign, you keep hearing about this unique risk Obama is at for being assassinated because he's black, and this is, unlike any other president or any other presidential candidate, and they called in for special Secret Service protection. There was article after article about, I am so worried for you and your family. There was some liberal in Britain saying, if he's elected, he will be assassinated. So, like I say, I wouldn't have mentioned it if they hadn't been dangling the big red cape in front of me. But in point of fact, pretty much every presidential assassination or attempted assassination in the history of America was committed by a liberal. Some version of anarchist, communist, Palestinian extremist. There are a couple who didn't particularly have politics. Some would include John Wilkes Booth in that, and John Hinckley. But in Wilkes Booth's case, he was an actor. He was a big peacemonger. That was his reason for shooting Lincoln. He said, "I love peace more than life itself." Well, who does that sound like? And in the case of Hinckley, the jury did find him guilty by reason of insanity. So I think we could ease that one over into the liberal category too. And the rest of them were just open crazy left-wingers.
Right. It's a point that I haven't heard anybody else make.
Oswald tried to immigrate to the Soviet Union. He had taken a shot at a United States general. He was trying to immigrate to Cuba. A lot of these guys, one of them was set off, I forget which one, it's all detailed in that chapter, was set off after reading a socialist pamphlet by Emma Goldman. I mean, just one after another. So, you know, if anybody takes a shot at Obama, it's going to be his base. If anybody takes a shot at Obama, it's going to be his base.